Green light into the breeze. And the first couple of strokes going to USA in lane at number 4, but Canada, coached by Mike Spraglin, will turn on the power, and Christian Cormack, the cox of the Great Britain crew, in lane at number 2, will just surge and urge his guys out through 250 meters. France there in lane number 1 had a quick start, and Germany, surprising, Germany, the silver medalists from last year, they've just crept into this final. They're in lane number 6 at the bottom of the picture in the pink boat. They've been dropped by the crew in the blue boat. It's USA, it's lane number 4, taking on Canada inside them. A great start from the American crew, Dan.
Great start. I mean, they love starting fast. That's how they've always done it. They were gold medalists in 1997, 98, 99. And this crew looks like it's taking up that mantle. They got away fast, but so did we. And Canada, who were fastest in Lucerne, Canada are here as world champions.
When it comes to coaching these guys, but he'll be on one of those bikes following them down, no doubt, just seeing how the race develops, and his nerves will be increasing, as ours are, because at the moment, though, they're sitting just about a half a length down on the crew from Canada, who are now pushing through. First timing mark, 500. Canada, USA, and Great Britain were well positioned there. That's absolutely fantastic first 5, Dan.
Yeah, very. I mean, with this headwind coming down here, look how the Canadian crew really lie back into it. They've been coached to do that, and it seems to really be effective here. They pulled right back now through the American crew, and they're leading.
We're just looking at the white boats. Great Britain going through the picture there. Christian Cormack in the stroke seat. Tom James, the young Tom James, a mere 19 years of age here. What a year that he has had here. He's sitting in the stern of the British blue ribbon event here, the British men's 8, and just performing very, very well. But at the moment, Canada starting to just squeeze away. They're doing what they did in Lucerne. Just about 6 or so weeks ago, they won at Lucerne. Great Britain had illness there. We finished 7th. We had a few problems and a couple of subs on board there. But at the moment, they're keeping that overlap. Now, Great Britain have to keep the overlap, as do America, Dan. Very important.
The British crew there was just beginning to creep back on the United States, and they are moving in a much smoother way. They're moving the way that they were moving in Sydney in 2000, with that very effortless, continuous sense of movement. And the styles are very different, very interesting. The Americans really hammer the catches very, very hard at the beginning of the stroke, whereas the Canadians have a big, big emphasis there towards the end of the stroke, and the British have this smooth, circular motion.
We're going through the halfway mark, and Canada now being chased hard. They're leading, Canada leading, USA chasing them, Great Britain chasing them. Great Britain are still keeping the bows over that stern. And here now the race is starting to develop. On just having a word from Steve. Steve, your thoughts on this?
A very good start, isn't it? It's absolutely fantastic. Is that my head would have said silver. So heart would have said silver or bronze, but head would have said 4th place. So this is actually tremendous effort. That's really looking very good indeed.
So into the third 5 now here. This is sprint racing at its absolute finest. There's not a chance to think. There's no time to think, hardly any time to breathe, and there's no finer position to be in the coxswain seat of a final of the men's heavyweight 8, leading the field. And Canada now just... Dan, you're just taking some rates there, just to
You've got to see the Canadians are at 34.5 strokes a minute. The Americans are at 37 strokes a minute, and yet the Canadians there are using this power at the finish of the stroke to force their way into this headwind and on into the lead. They're still increasing their lead, but the British crew is beginning to move back.
Tom James there in the stroke seat. There's Great Britain seeing the blade work. You see the wind coming up on the water here now. There's a spirit of Sydney in this boat, of Sydney 2000, and they know they can do it, and there's no reason why. You just got to keep hanging on and keep hammering those legs, blade in the water, legs down, because they think, right, we've still got this overlap, and anything can happen in the last 500 meters of a World Championship final in the men's heavyweight 8. Leading Canada. We've got a minute, just over a minute to go. Great Britain and USA, stroke for stroke, just ahead of us. USA in 2nd place, but it is stroke for stroke, and the Canadians now, they'll start to worry, because Great Britain have a bit of a sprint on them, and they know deep down that they're capable of doing this. So a fantastic result so far.
The Canadians have felt the danger. They've moved their rating up to now 36 strokes a minute. They feel the pressure coming on from the United States, who just in the last 15 strokes, they've moved away from Great Britain. Great Britain slipped back a little bit. The big attack now is coming from the United States, and they are moving up on Canada all the time.
Well, 350 meters remain. Watch the blue bows of USA just slicing through the water, slicing back at the lead of Canada, who have led this race from 500 onwards. Number 2 up there, Great Britain, lane 2, currently in 3rd place. Now USA have gone, they've got the call. Up goes the rate of USA. Great Britain are going to respond. Up goes the rate of Great Britain. Canada holding on. We've got 150 metres remaining. The crowd are going absolutely wild because the Canadians now are suffering. It's sheer pain in the last 100. Have they done enough to hold off Canada? Have they done enough to hold off USA? Great Britain are coming back again. The British crew are pushing back on USA. They're currently in 3rd place. Canada are holding on. It's the dying seconds here of the final of the men's 8. And Canada just from USA. And Great Britain get the bronze medal. It's a fantastic and glorious bronze medal, which sets Great Britain up so well as we head into the Olympic season with Athens only 11 weeks or 11 months away. Dan, that's a great result from our boys.
They were wonderful. They were wonderful. They kept pressing, kept attacking, and you felt that this increase in speed that they've just developed was maybe perhaps a little fragile. So I wasn't sure that they could actually medal here. But my goodness, that was a great effort. The way the Canadians went out, they were tiring at the end there. Americans coming, and we were right in the hunt. Beautifully set up for next year.
So they're looking of despondency on USA. They timed it really almost to perfection there. They were hunting them down, the Canadians, right into the last 100. There's Canada going off the start. But Mike Spracklin, what a job he's done with this Canadian crew. He's coached Sir Stephen Redgrave to 2 Olympic gold medals in the past. He knows his business when it comes to men's 8. So too does Steve Gunn. Dan, you know, they're just going to go away. They'll be a little bit disappointed because in their minds, and knowing Steve Gunn and the guys, it'll have been gold. They'll have raced for the gold medal today.
Steve Gunn was your coach, wasn't he, when you won the gold medal in Barcelona with the Searle brothers? You know exactly how he works, but what a great performance from Mike Spracklin.
Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So Christian Cormack in the coxswain seat, Tom James only 19. He's in amongst such experience and such class around him.
It was interesting, you had sitting in the stern pair there, the stroke man there from the Cambridge boat race crew, and sitting behind him from the Oxford crew, Robin Bourne-Taylor. Good combination there, worked very well, and look at them there. Half a length down on the United States, 3/4 of a length down on Canada, and in fine form for a build-up now to next year.
Looking good. Great Britain looked very good in the middle 1,000 there, and we hope you enjoyed that, and back over to the other side of the lake.